So here you are, you're starting to build up a buzz, and you're working things out with Yo Gotti, and you guys are gearing up for, to make the announcement for this big major deal.
Yeah.
And you have a cousin named CEO Bank Boy.
Yeah. Matter of fact, he was with me when I had got shot. Like when I said they tried to rob me and shit, like he was in the car with me. Like he was with me when that shit happened. Like he was the one with me.
That was your day one.
Yeah, my day one. Hell yeah. Like that's who I started rapping with. We came up with our own label together, all this shit.
Right, and you guys got songs together that sound tough.
Yeah, that shit hard. Like I don't think nobody in Memphis was fucking with us like duo wise. Like we started some shit. Like I don't think nobody was fucking with us.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what song did I listen to that's got both of y'all on it.
Peace Style too.
Who's this other dude on it? Which song?
Peace Style too.
So
I think it's Peace Style too.
Yeah. There we go.
That motherfucker got like I think 3 million or something. And shit like that.
Yeah. Now I was listening to that song and I'm hearing you, and then I hear this other dude, and I'm like,
that shit hard.
Who is that? I'm like, because he sounds kind of familiar, but not really. And I start going through the credits. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is CEO Bank Boy.
Yeah, and my brother.
So he wasn't just your manager. He was actually like your best friend.
Nah, he wasn't my manager.
Partner.
Nah, he wasn't my manager. Like we was rapping. Like both of us started together, right? So it's like we came up with a duo shit. Like me and him started rapping together. Like you know how the Migos started. Like me and him started like that. And then I had my song Rockstar. So that shit blew up. But that was just me by myself. So I'm doing my shit like I'm going up, but I'm bringing him with me type shit. Like, motherfuckers. So I did the song solo, so people can automatically assume I'm rapping by myself anyway. Cause it's just me on the song, cause that was the song that got us out of here. So I'm running with this song as I'm doing the shit, but I'm still bringing him with me as I'm going up too. So it's like, as my shit going up, we both going up together.
Okay, I guess since his name is CEO Bank Boy. Was he the CEO of the label or?
No. That's just his name, CEO Bank Boy.
Okay. So a few hours before you do this whole announcement with Heavy Camp,
CMG Heavy Camp.
He ends up getting killed.
Yeah.
And I guess the way you describe the situation is that he was driving, someone else pulls up in some other car and comes out and just shoots the car up.
Yeah, like. He was in the car with a fuck nigga. Fuck nigga had some shit going on. Like, he had some beef with some niggas and shit. So, like, he was in the car with the fuck nigga. And I guess, I just got off the phone with him like 10 minutes before the shit happened because I was pulling up to my house to get a haircut. That was going to the barbershop. Well, what I didn't know, he was going to a barbershop that he never been to. Like, I'm thinking he going to his normal barbershop. He goes somewhere else like he never got his haircut at. So, I get to the house and shit. I'm smoking in the car. I'm sitting in my Vic. I'm smoking this shit. I get a call. See my other cousin brother was finna cut his hair that work at the barbershop he went to. So he called us first. He got shot and shit. I'm really like discombobulated because I just got off the phone. I'm like, what you talking about? I really just think he talking. So when he called, I ain't even think the shit was serious. I'm thinking if he did get shot, like it's just some inner leg shit. Cause they were like, I don't know where he got shot at. He got shot in the leg. But when we actually called back and shit, they were like, he got shot in the car. Cause when they pulled in, the car was facing the building, so like they back turned in a way, somebody did pull behind them. So the car pulled behind them, they hopped out shooting, and shit, pulled off.
Did the dude in the car, the fuckboy that you're talking about, did he get shot?
Man, hell, that fuck nigga got shot in the leg, but that fuck nigga had a gun. That fuck nigga looked and then shoot back and hop back in the car. Fuck nigga shit. Yeah, fuck nigga. Like, it's a lot of shit I don't even talk about on this camera shit. I don't even.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm willing to tell you now though. Like, the more I talk about it, the more I feel comfortable talking about it as I've been doing interviews and shit. Cause at first when people ask me about this shit, like, I really wasn't comfortable talking about this shit. Like, I'd be fidgeting and shit, looking around and shit, like, cause I really wasn't comfortable talking about this shit. I really don't like talking about this shit, but like, as time been going on, like, I've been healed and shit, so it's like, I'm getting comfortable with talking about it, cause it was, at that time when they first asked me about the shit, it was right after it had happened, I don't really want comfortable talking about it.
Okay, so because of this dude, your best friend got killed.
Basically, that's how I look at it. He a fuck nigga.
Okay. Did they ever catch the dudes who did it?
Man, hell no. That fuck nigga know who did it. He ain't did shit about it. And I ain't seen the niggas who did it.
Man, that's such a loss. I mean, like hours before his biggest day of his life, essentially, you know, watching you
like that
and
shit
him
was,
sign that deal.
Like that shit was weird as hell. Like, cause I did the deal. Like it's like it was already made for him. Like the shit I was gonna have to go through, he wasn't gonna have to go through that shit. Like so, it's like I was gonna go through the shit. And he was gonna be with me, but he gonna watch all the good and the bad that come with the shit. So like the shit that's bad, he don't even gotta go through the shit. So that was really the whole player thing about me really signing first, like so we could go and learn this business shit, get in and get out. Like I really wasn't doing this shit for myself. I really was doing this shit for my whole team.
Yeah, I mean, because as soon as you're out of here, you're taking
Yeah, hell yeah.
It was all set up.
Hell yeah, that shit was set up. That shit was made like that shit, man. That shit's so crazy because like I remember one day I told him I'm like, bro, I'm finna take that rap shit serious. Like either you gonna be with me on this shit or you ain't. Like, so man, ever since then, we just been going up. We just had made a vow like shit, man, we gonna do this shit. Like, I ain't never planned on rapping anyway, so I just knew I had it in me to make it. Like, I just felt like anything I do, I'm good at. Like whatever I touch my hand, I'm good with. So I just feel like I already knew in rapping I was gonna make it anyway. Cause I already feel like I'm a special kind of person anyway. Like I get that energy from people when they're around me or talk to me. Like I'm different. You like if I stand in a room full of people, me and you wouldn't even know.
I mean, did you break down and cry when you heard the news?
Hell yeah, I was in the car crying. Like I just got off the phone with him, I was crying like, cause then after that, like when they called, we actually had pulled up to the scene where the shit had happened and they had it blocked off and shit. And we had went to the hospital and shit. And that's when they were like, he dead and shit. And I had walked off to the side, I had broke down crying right there. I had fell to the ground and some more shit. I was sitting there crying like a motherfucker. That shit was fucked up. Like that shit like the worst day of my life, cause it's like this supposed to be the best day of my life, but then this shit happened. So at that time I really didn't even know to feel happy or sad. Like, and then I really wasn't finna do the show at first, but I did it anyway because I knew he'd want me to do it. Like I felt like if I didn't do the show, shit, nobody, like the announcement would be, he wanted me to do it for sure. I knew he'd want me to do it. So I really did this shit for him. I know he'll want me to go on this stage and rock that motherfucker.
Right, because I guess you told Yo Gotti and them.
I called Youngster. I'm like, Youngster even called me. He said, bro, I'm sorry for your loss. He said, you don't gotta do the show if you don't want to. I was still crying. I was discombobulated. I was finna say, no, I ain't want to do it, but I talked to myself, I'm like, hell nah, he want me to do that shit. We ain't get this far to not do it. So I did that shit. I turned up for my nigga. Still turning the tune for him to this day.
No, I mean, you're right. He would have wanted you to go.
Yeah. We lit now. We going global for sure. Like,
well,
just what?
To make matters worse, after he died and you started to prepare for the funeral and everything, his side of the family start coming with a bunch of crazy shit.
Yeah, crazy ass shit. Like, I don't even know where the fuck they get this shit from. Like, how can you, I don't even know how the fuck. After all these years, after all this shit we've been through, I done got shot with him. We done ran from police. We did so much shit together and you gonna think this crazy ass shit. Like that shit don't even make sense. And anyways, I'm already having money. Like, what? That's just some sick ass shit. I don't even know.
Right.
I can't even explain that theory where they even get that shit from.
Right. Well, the crazy shit that I'm talking about is I guess they started claiming that it was a Illuminati sacrifice.
Yeah, like I ain't even signed a fucking record deal and you thinking I'm some Illuminati shit. Like, you, what the fuck?
Yeah, I hate when people say that, man. Honestly.
Like 500K, like it's like 500K worth taking my brother's life. Like, what the fuck? 500K, look, 500K that I already had at the time. Worth taking, that shit don't even make sense. Like, you think I'm gonna wait all this time to some good in life for both of us to happen to do that?
Right, and I guess there was some drama around his funeral. I guess there was a GoFundMe page that his sister started, even though you were gonna pay for the funeral.
Yeah, I even tried to pay for the funeral and everything. Like, I was gonna pay for this shit myself, the whole funeral, everything, all that shit. But like, they got on that weird ass shit. I just distanced myself from them. I ain't talked to them, none of this shit.
Yeah, that's sad, man. I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, that shit fucked up.
And I guess right after he passed, you wrote the song "The Bank Never Closed."
Yeah. Yeah.
And you were crying while you were
I was crying.
together.
I was crying. I was crying when I made this song. Like I put everybody at the studio when I made that motherfucker. Like I really did crying as I'm finishing my bars and shit. Like you can hear this. You can hear pain in my voice in some of the bars.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry. I mean, you know, everyone goes through loss in their own way, but this right
shit,
here is just
this shit crazy.
It's just so bad timing that I've never really heard anything like this before.
Yeah, this shit crazy. I ain't never think this shit have happened to me. Like I seen motherfuckers talk about shit like that before. Like not in the way my shit happened, but like in the way where like motherfuckers be in a good position, then somebody around them pass and they think they got something to do with it type shit. Like once I heard PZT talking about like when his partner Soda had got shot and shit at the studio, his family was on some weird shit. He had some money on him or some shit, and PZ had got the money for him off him to get back to the mama. I guess he said his mama got on some weird shit or some shit. Like after he passed, they just got on some money shit. I don't know, some shit he was saying. But I just seen different niggas talk about that shit, but I ain't never think I was gonna go through no shit like that.